All right, hello and good evening. Here's the daily wrap for Tuesday, November 24th, 2015. Rock and roll, baby. BASSIENHART times two. Can't believe it, but literally $10,000 in trading profits today. Brings the month to 31,552. Super excited about my performance. Let's break down these three trades real quick and kind of talk about what happened. First things first, I'm really proud about my market call. I said that I thought the market would float higher, and look at today's price action. We gapped all the way down to about, I don't know, below 208 in the S&P 500 right here. So that's the open at the bottom of the real body there on the candle. And so the market sells off a little and then it charges higher all day long. And you can see that on the 1 minute, 3-day chart. So we opened lower, got a little gap recovery at first into the window, and then sold off and then charged higher all day long. So buyers into the dips, kind of consistent with my thought process that a 2015 high is right around the corner and an all-time market high is right around the corner. So really excited to see that. You saw the small caps move up today as well. The big winner for today, holy moly, did you guys and gals see this? VLTC? Oh, goodness gracious. At the open, I was trading for about $6,000 in profit on BAS and other stocks. And so I kind of forgot the fact that I said this was my favorite pick in the video watch list this morning. Oh man, this pains me. 167%? Are you kidding me? 167%. Here's the watch list. Let me bring this over here. Hopefully that Porsche is going to be yours. Going down here, VLTC. Let's look at the candle over candle here. 350 over 338. So you have your button, you have your candle over candle, and it goes from 350 all the way to 935 on no news. That's why I love penny stocks, my friends. Anyways, it is consistent with my message that learning what I'm teaching is far more important than the alerts. Now, again, I had a really good day today. 98.07 in profit, just shy of $10,000. The portfolio went from 248 to 260. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable. I can't complain. I'm really happy that I put this in front of people this morning. I'm really happy. And the video watch list, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, and that 5-minute breakdown, I said that this was my favorite of the 5 stocks on today's watch list. And sure enough, kaboom. Now, all things being fair, if I had bought this stock, I would have sold it for 20% profit, which would have been very early on in the trade. All right. But the message is this: once in a while, you'll buy a stock like this from the watch list or from your own scans, and you'll leave for the day and you'll come back and you'll be up well over 100%. It's crazy, right? It just is what it is. That's beautiful price action from intraday there. And so anyways, it illustrates how stocks can move without news and why we love penny stocks. So anyways, BAS, consistent with my thought that we would see a pop in oil. We got a pretty good move up in UWTI, and so that's the energy. Well, that's the crude anyways, and BAS kind of plays off energy or crude. And so we saw a really nice move for BAS out of the pattern into the top side this morning. So that long base that we had been watching across the last, I don't know, 7 to 10 trading days right in through here finally broke, and I used that as a 6% $2,200 win. All right, so very nice trade right in through there, basically buying the base above a previously identified area of support right here. And we can go ahead and drag this all the way over to there. So we use this support as the entry and also our stop loss plan. And then we use this pop to sell the $2,200 into. So that was a beauty right out of the gate, right? Can't really complain there. So again, in on the 19th. So this was a 5-day hold, 6%, $2,100 profit, 21 cents a share, 10,000 shares. SIEN bought yesterday and then added some more today, even better. Take a look at the SIEN trade. This is a monster for us today. This is one of Wall Street's biggest movers, heavy volume, almost 1.5 million shares traded. And it also worked that oversold pattern like VLTC. And there's the annotations from the morning watch list. And so we saw the candle over candle setup right here. See the bounce up to $4. The higher low setup still oversold but coming out. And boom, right up to 440. Now I sold this thing in the 380s and still made a lot of profit. Look at this one right in through here. So SIEN, 15,000 shares, 362 to 382. It went as high as 440 today. Absolutely awesome. What I want to point out to you is that this high-a-day break-in through here at 390 was the pivot that brought the squeeze. See the high volume? I was out into this move in through here, right? And so then it dips, and then it tests that high-a-day, kind of pinches, and boom, 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 and then some flagging into the close. If you go 3-minute, 3-day, let's go 3-minute, 7-day, you can see why that big volume came on that 390 break, and that's because the previous resistance in the last 7 days was right there. So you see how the big volume accompanied that 390 break. This is the reason why I sold the 380s on that move there earlier in the session. So it moves up to the 380s. I sell for that nice juicy $3,000 profit. It makes a higher low consistent with the trend line, and then it breaks out, and you get that big squeeze in through there. So always know where the pivot points are on a stock. It usually is going to bring big volume and a move, but I couldn't resist the 6% $3,000 profit that I made overnight. And then Heart, which I added to the watch list and actually gave away all my entries in advance. I mean, told you that I was on the bid. Heart was a beauty today. So, hello. What do we got here? Let's go back to the daily. Let's go to the 1 minute on Heart. And so Heart kind of opened strong. If you look at the 3-minute, 3-day, I think that's probably a better reflection. So you have this close down in through here where it's looking weak yesterday, but then it opens strong and it starts to move up. So I immediately started to work this stock in through here. Big move right up and through there. Resistance right there. So let's sell that for a profit. Rebuy it back on the flag. Higher low setup right in through there. And boom, it does it again. Right up and through here. Really thought that this might touch 2, primarily because we didn't have any resistance into this level. It got to 193 and people took profit, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I had literally, two 10% returns on this today? 11%, 1,800 on the first buy, only 10,000 shares. I felt more confident as the day went on and it didn't fall apart to buy 20,000 shares, 175 to 189. So 62 to 80, 75 to 189, and literally $10,000 in trading profits today. Not to mention, all right, so hopefully this price action makes sense to you. Pop, high or low, pop again, using these areas, previous highs, as your resistance points to take profit. All right, so that's the Heart trade, and overall a wonderful day. Glue maintained its 5% position in the long-term portfolio. PPP was up, then down, and then up into the close. That kind of looked like this, and that was consistent with the move in the gold miners. So you can see gold kind of starts good, and then because the dollar was falling, so gold starts good, but then gold sells. And GDXJ, which is your junior miners for gold, GDXJ, there we go, junior miners for gold, pops quite nicely, and that's why we saw the move in PPP. So I didn't take the profit because I think PPP is going to get a trend going in through here when gold finally pops, and that's why I kind of held the position. I was tempted to take it if I was up 2,000. Like if I got up into the 220s or 230s, I would have taken it. But I'd like to try and stay in this one for a move into the 250s. We'll see how that goes. Usually when I get to $2,000 or $3,000 profit, I get pretty greedy. So anyways, that was really nice because we finished up $1,000 there. Gevo, I was up $1,000 to $3,000 all day long. Really not much to say about this one here. It's rounding out and it's starting to build some momentum. When we get that momentum crossover, which we're kind of starting to see already, but when it actually starts to get the volume to back up the momentum crossover, we could see a pretty explosive move. So when I bring over this 9-month chart here, let me do that. We haven't seen, you can't see it on the chart right in through here, about, I don't know, back in earlier part of the year, February, I believe, was the last time we had the same oversold reading, and it moved from a buck 80 up to the middle to high fours. So we're looking at a very similar situation here where it's deep into oversold, it's rounding out, and there's not a lot of resistance until $2. That range alone is 60 cents a share for me from here, and that's $24,000. That's why I kept the trade, because if I catch the press release with the momentum crossing the signal line, if I catch a good press release, this thing could move well above 2 and into the low 2s, possibly 3. So there's a type of trade that could go from, 1,000 or 3,000 up, 5% like I was today, to quickly being up 100% in these ranges if I catch that type of explosion. You see it just on the back end of the chart here, where it goes from $2 all the way up to $4 in a short period of time. So when I say 140 is up to 3, it's not like I'm making things up. Past technical analysis often predicts future price action. This is very possible for the story stock to have an explosive move. Now, they could always have bad news too, but that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm trying to game. This stock trading is all about gaming the patterns and predicting what's coming next. And I've been fairly good at that recently. So hopefully GIVO turns into a technical trend, which will sell in the 160s, 170s, or an explosive stock with good news that will sell for much more profit. Hard to time when press releases are coming, if at all, but nothing wrong with trying. All right, so finally, FCX. I'm glad I bought some more of this one earlier into weakness. So it opens strong, and then it dips. I literally bought this 808 dip in through here, and then it trended up all day long. So I made back, what, $2,000 on this trade here. So this is starting to round out a lot like GIVO. Big pullback. We got Carl Icahn in the stock. He took a 4% position in it. Could very likely see a move to 10 here. This is a longer term trade. I've been in it for a week or two, but the pattern is perfect. I made up $1,700 today. Look for this one into the 10s or 11s before it hits resistance at 12. Same pattern, video lesson number 1, just a longer term time frame with flexible entries and exits for those busy professionals in the newsletter. All right, man, I'm really excited. Great day today heading into Thanksgiving. Odds are I'll be in all of these trades through Thanksgiving unless I catch a really big profit or some sort of material change in the trade. I don't anticipate a whole lot going on Wednesday. So I'm just going to sit on these gains, lay low key tomorrow, allow the day traders to take advantage of any momentum that pops up in the chat. And, I can't say that it won't be active, but I'm probably going to lay low key. So you might not even see a watch list for Wednesday's market heading into Thursday. Friday, the market's only open till 1. Thursday, it's completely closed. So now is a good time to wind it down, and we did exactly that today. Like I said, moved up from $248 to $260,000 today. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had some good trading profits for yourself, and I will be in touch in the morning. See you.